how's it going? My name is Jay and welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Tacano Emergent Biopark in Jurassic World Evolution, a project where we're aiming to build a biologically accurate dinosaur park and preserve with the use of mods. As always, just quick note to say that the developers of the game, Frontier, don't officially support modding, but modding is pretty cool, and if you want to do so, please do so at your own discretion. Modding the game is a really great way to bring in some kind of life and freshness to the game. But of course, do back up all your files and be very careful. So with that all out of the way, let's talk about the episode that we're going to be doing today. So in today's build, what we're going to be doing is essentially building our largest habitat in the park, which is going to be one for our Jurassic animals. And the feature animal of this paddock is going to be the newly released Seismosaurus. So that was made by LA Studios, which is of course by Leviathan and Ario. And the two of them have been working together on some great mods. If you want, you can go check out their Discord channel as well to get updates on what mods they're working on. I featured before their Concavenator, which was a really great mod. And this is the second animal they put out, and the quality is astounding. We now have some incredible sauropod models in the game, and we're going to use a bunch of them today. Not just by LA Studios, but also by Jagged Fang Designs. They made some incredible sauropods such as the Camarasaurus and the Apatosaurus. And the Seismosaurus today was going to be kind of a stand-in for Diplodocus because taxonomically, and they mentioned this on the mod page as well, Seismosaurus is essentially just a larger specimen of a Diplodocus, and it's most likely going to be called Diplodocus hallorum, but for just the sake of interest and stuff they mentioned on the mod page, they kind of just decided to go for the Seismosaurus name, which, fair enough, I think it's a pretty cool name, and it's a shame to, let that just kind of fade into obscurity. And it's also a nice little reminder of the history of the taxonomy of Diplodocus and other sauropods, so I thought that was pretty cool. We're just doing a little bit of a guest area down here, and then we're going to work on the habitat itself. It's going to be quite a big open plain habitat with a lake in the middle and a few smaller ponds, and it's going to have a truck tour that runs through it, and we're going to go on it in the live portion of the video, so that's going to be quite fun. And with a lot of the new kind of environmental elements that we have now with the new environmental mods and the scenery, we can do a lot of really cool stuff in there. We have a rock archway as part of Danny Bob's scenery pack, and we're going to essentially use that to go over the truck tour so the truck can drive under the arches. I think it looks really cool. So we're going to see that later on when we get into the live portion of the game. Here you can see me kind of extend the monorail out this way so that people can get to this part of the park, which is going to be another guest hub. Probably add in a few hotels and stuff down here at some point, but for now I just add in a few shops. And now we're going to get to work on the truck kind of path. It's going to go around the habitat just pretty generically around the main lake and stuff, but I always think it's good to put the path in at the start so that you have a good idea of where you can actually place all your different things. A little island in the middle, but it's just generic. And as far as the actual habitat goes, it is kind of generic, very much big open plains with a lot of foliage and the usual stuff. But I thought a really nice way to make it stand out is by using basically all of the new terrain stuff that we've been using throughout the park here. So using all these different rock items, using all the different foliage, the different kind of logs and little plants everywhere. And I think it ends up looking really quite cool. And it's really nice to see all the dinosaurs kind of roaming through it. And of course, we're not just using sauropods. We do, like I mentioned, we do have the 3 different types of sauropods in here, which would have all lived together in real life. But we also have a small herd of Stegosaurus, which are a remodel by Zach. So what they did was just kind of give it a slightly more accurate appearance with some nicer dorsal plates and stuff like that, and overall it just looks quite good. And but it didn't change the skins or anything, so we're still using the skins from the Jurassic Park DLC, which I think are great skins anyway, so I don't mind. And of course we also are including some small dinosaurs. We're including a very large herd of Dryosaurus. In fact, I think I'm including 20 of them, which was kind of a pain to put into the habitat, which I've already done, by the way. I put the dinosaurs in. And one of the really frustrating things was I kept accidentally putting them in the Tyrannosaurus habitat next door, which was not great for the Dryosaurs. They were not having a good time in there. Thankfully I turned the aggression off in the sandbox mode so the T-Rex didn't eat them, But it took me a while to realize, like, why does this habitat lack so many of my dinosaurs? And I just looked next door and I'm like, oh no, that's why. They were all in the T-Rex habitat. That is not good. I better go rescue them. So that's what we ended up doing. Loving all these new plants, by the way. Just so refreshing to have all these creative options for decorating a habitat. Makes me just so happy to see. And I think the dinosaurs look like they're having a good time in the end. So yeah. Anyways, we're coming up to the end now of the time-lapse portion. Of course, time-lapses in this in Jurassic World Evolution are always generally quite short. And we'll have a bit of a longer a longer live section today, of course, because we are going on the truck tour. So that'll be pretty good. And yeah, with all that being said, I will catch you guys in the live portion. See you then. Okay, here we are in the game, and as you can see on screen, this is our Jurassic kind of paddock over here. We got all our different animals and got the little truck tour that's already on the way, being blocked by an Apatosaurus. Absolutely beautiful Apatosaurus, by the way. Still one of my all-time favorite mods in the game is the Apatosaurus in general. What a beautiful creature. Just stunning. But today's feature animal is, well, here, the Seismosaurus. And look at it. That is easily also one of my favorite mods now in the game, period. It's beautiful. And I gotta say, I think the sauropods, this new trend of having vibrant sauropods, is something I genuinely really love. Like, you don't usually think of these animals being so large to be quite as vibrant as they're made out to look here. But there's no reason they wouldn't be, you know? They're big, and the striping here just reminds me of like giraffes and like zebras and stuff like that. You know, with the spots and the stripes. Like, big animals can be colorful and vibrant. It's just, we don't usually see them like that in documentaries, with a few exceptions. Like, I think Dinosaur Evolution. It's a bit of a weird documentary, that one, but they did some really good things with like sauropod coloration and stuff, and this reminds me a bit of that. But the model as well is beautiful. I love how thick the neck is, the tail, the scoots everywhere, beautiful. The way the legs look. LA Studios, you guys did a great job. Leviathan, Oreo, both of you. Stunning work. Big fan of this animal. Easily one of my favorite mods, and I'm very glad to showcase it today. Otherwise, we also have some of the other animals. We have a Lone Camarasaurus in here, which is also very beautiful, by Jagged Fang Designs once again. The Dryosaurs, which are this base game animals, and I like them as the base game animals. Very cute, very adorable. I love the different skin patterns. This really nice coffee kind of color is very beautiful, I think, and paired up with the green ones to represent like a male skin. I think they both look so cute. And they work really well in really large herds, so there's 20 of them in here. Oh look, they all gathered around this log. That's quite cute. The Stegosaurus as well, I think, act really well in this habitat. I like the new model here by Zach. The sharper plates, I think, look really good. The more upright tail. Just in general, I think it looked quite a bit better. Even with just the base game textures, the model looks really nice. And I think it makes it a lot more fun to include here as well. And I've included quite a... Well, I can't remember how many included, but it's relatively large here. With a few different like color patterns just to show like dimorphism and stuff. With the brighter green and then the more muted green here. So they all look really good in this habitat. And like I said, I wanted to include most of the different scenery items we've done before. So like the nice little redwood type trees, the pines, these gorgeous like more Triassic looking plants, the ferns, the rocks. So much great stuff here that I wanted to include, and it all looks tremendously good. And of course, like I mentioned in the time lapse, we have these archways that go over where the truck tour would actually go, which works really well. So now with all that being said, how's about we actually go on one of these truck tours? So how do we do this? Ride Jurassic Truck Tour. There we go. And let's I haven't done this in quite a while. There's a night vision mode? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Well, it's daytime. We don't need that. Let's see.
Camarasaurus means chambered lizard.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the voiceovers. Those are cool.
She grinds down coarse plant matter using chisel shapes.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, I wish they weren't walking through each other, but that is a beautiful sight. Incredible. I forgot how much I love the truck tours. There's such a great like way to experience these animals up close, and oh my god, it looks so good. Even though they're all a bit dangerously close. Like also they're again going through each other. So I'm gonna switch vehicle. Let's go into this one. This one looks a bit more friendly with these kind of creepy looking guests back here, but it's all good. You're not gonna do anything. Oh, that's such a cool shot over there. Like, oh, can you only take photos from this view? Oh, that's annoying. Let's switch camera once again back here, facing this way. But looking at the animals in the distance, like seeing the sauropods over there, the scenery, it all looks so good, and the foliage and this like everything looks so nice. Honestly, modders, again, I say this in most episodes, but they really do such an incredible job of making this game like just so beautiful. And it already, like, of course the base game itself is quite a gorgeous game, but just adding in all these different elements and making use of the game's like lighting engines and stuff, it looks so good. Really big, such a big fan of all this. I don't think there's any animals back here, so let's switch cars once again.
We put their needs first and develop bespoke approaches for each species.
Oh, that's the camera. So this one's just going past the sauropods there. Let's see if there's another vehicle we can do. Or there might just be two vehicles actually at the moment. Let's see if we can switch cameras. Oh yeah, there we go. We see the sauropods just back there. I think there's just the two vehicles right now, and none of them seem to be going past the archway, which is what I kind of wanted to showcase, because I think that looks quite cool. But in any case, you will see it in the cinematics if we don't get that here. But, so cool. Look at this herd here. I love that they all kind of group together, so it looks like they're all in one big flock like that. It looks so nice. Where are those vehicles? But yeah, I just gotta say, this Seismosaurus is stunning. Looks so good. The head, the neck. This is just an ideal way, I think, to show vibrant dinosaurs, where it doesn't look unrealistic, but it just looks really beautiful. And the Apatosaurus is another great example of that as well. So, just in general, incredible work all around by all these different modders. There's the vehicle. Is it coming down? It's coming down here. Oh yeah, it is coming towards the archway. We'll hop in there in a second. But yeah, this is a really nice overall habitat, I think, for these animals. They look pretty happy, and this guest area over here is something I've been working on as well. Just a little simple guest area for guests to hang out in. I'll add some hotels and stuff nearby. Few bits I want to complete. I want to add some like hedge fencing and stuff around this area. Just a few more things. The monorail is looking pretty okay. I wish there's a way we could get it to stay like at the same level, or like choose where we put in the pylons, because like here I wish we could have added a pylon because it doesn't look the most realistic, but yeah, kind of gotta work with what we've got really. Okay, let's get into this vehicle. Okay, here we go, we're going under the... See, this is the sort of thing that wouldn't necessarily be exciting, but it's in Jurassic World Evolution, and this sort of stuff is pretty rare, so that's quite cool, I think, that we get to right underneath this archway, and it disappeared for a second. But, hey, that was pretty cool, got to right underneath an archway. I really like how that looked. And getting back over to the main area of the habitat as we work our way towards the exit. And we got another archway to go through, and we can see our sauropods on the far end of the lake over there.
This tour can encounter difficult terrain, and you must keep your seatbelts fastened until the ride is complete.
Difficult terrain. Also over there, that little island in the middle, I really enjoyed kind of messing around with adding in some like interesting features here, like some interesting rocks, a fallen log, just as a bit of a centerpiece, and I think it looks really nice. But anyways, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed going on that little tour. I thought it would be a bit boring if we went on the whole tour just by itself, but if you want to see that, I'll do that in a future episode when we do a tour of the whole park. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Any requests for future species? I'd love to showcase any other mods. Leave a like on the video if you did like it, of course. And do subscribe for more Jurassic World Evolution videos. I upload these every Friday at 5 PM UK time. I keep forgetting my own schedule. And then I upload Prehistoric Kingdom every Monday, 5 PM UK time. And Planet Zoo every Wednesday at 5 PM UK time. So yeah, do subscribe if you want any of that sort of stuff. With that all being said, I want to say, as always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support. It's always been really nice chatting to you all in the comments and stuff like that. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!